A new warming trend starts on Friday. Good Thursday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, it's quiet in East Tennessee tonight. It's quiet all across Tennessee. But if you look to the north, and east, there's some lake-enhanced showers of the rain variety, even changing over to snow, I imagine, a little bit of blue there. Northeast of, say, Syracuse, northwest of Albany, we call that the Tug Hill Plateau. Having worked in Rochester, that's a famous spot to get lots of snow, maybe in the winter months, but to get snow here in mid-October, well, I guess it's par for the course. They even have more snow across parts of Canada tonight. But by the way, you can track all of this and all the weather around the country, including some of the red flag warnings for western Kentucky, on the Captain Accurate Weather app, now with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's at the App Store and Google Play. Hopefully you've downloaded it today. It is free. By the way, as we look at the temperatures this morning, we tied a record low. Did you know that? We hit 31 at McGee-Tyson Airport. That ties a 30-year-old record. And it's not even the coldest number on this map. They were 25 in Athens, Tellico Plains, 25 in Oneida and La Follette. Boy, cold enough to see your breath. And this is mid to late October. Unusually cold, absolutely, like a cold snap. But 31 degrees is significant, at least from the history standpoint, because McGee-Tyson records go back to 1871, I believe, so a long time ago, back when Ulysses S. Grant was president. But we hit 31 on this date 30 years ago in 1992. We can add 2022 on that historical record. As you can see, we tied, and the record high is 88 from 2016. We hit 60 today, which was predicted by yours truly, but that puts us 10 degrees below the normal for this time of year. It was 63 in Sevierville today, 61 in Athens, but mid-50s generally in the Plateau, 59 in Middlesboro, 61 in La Follette today. Mid-60s were more common out west. Jackson, Memphis, 67. I suspect we'll be around 67 tomorrow. By the way, the big game, I say big game because it's homecoming. A lot of folks coming home for the big game. It's 6-0 Vols against the Skyhawks. They're 4-2. Hashtag Go Big Orange. Temperatures for kickoff around 63. Halftime, I'm expecting 69 with mostly sunny skies, kind of like today. And finishing the day and the fourth quarter around 73 degrees with light winds out of the southwest, generally 3 to 8 miles per hour. Go Vols. By the way, the rainfall so far this month has been paltry, 0.67. Also the driest month of the year based on the last 30 years, the normals, 1991 to 2020. It's not unusual to be dry, but it might be unusually dry. The fact that we're talking now a severe drought in orange, places like Madisonville, Cleveland, around Etowah and Decatur, Athens. These are the places that are very, very dry. And the brown areas now include places like Farragut, Hardin Valley, Carnes, northern Knox County. All of Union County essentially is under a moderate drought, as well as Clinton, Harriman. Again, this drought monitor is on the Captain Accurate Weather app. I fought to get it on there so that you have it at your fingertips, and it's updated weekly by 8:30. Every Thursday morning, 8:30 every Thursday morning it comes out. So just want you to know the dryness continues, and it's also very dry. If you say level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, level 4s and 5s are more common in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, as well as Utah and California, just to name a few. So there's very dry conditions out there, but ours is getting a little bit worse. And if you look over the last 30 days, the moisture deficit, where you see some hint of green or yellow, would suggest at least 1-2 inches of dryness just in the last month. Officially at the airport, we're a little more than an inch below for October. We're a little more than 2 inches below since September 1st. We could use some of that rain. Sadly, it doesn't show much signs of getting us rain probably until Wednesday now. But really, it is pretty paltry, as I think it'll be spots of rain. But there's some hope down the road, and this is why. I mentioned it this morning. Now, Tropical Storm Rosalind has taken hold in the Pacific. And you say, well, what does that have to do with Knoxville? Come on, you're really reaching here. Well, there could be some hope down the road. This storm has winds of 45 miles per hour. It was a tropical depression number 19, I believe. Yes, 19 this morning. But now it's been given a name, and it is likely to become a hurricane, possibly as early as Friday night. And then once it moves into Mexico, it'll move into the higher terrain. So what good is that? We're over here, that's over there. Well, that's what's the beautiful part of having the spaghetti plots on the app. Because the remnants of Rosalind, the leftovers of Rosalind, whatever's left over of Rosalind, shows signs of maybe working its way into the States. How do you figure that? Well, let me show you what it looks like. It really depends on how far west this storm takes. Might take a hard left to the turn there and then eventually try and come back into areas into Tennessee. It could be captured. Stranger things have happened. It could be captured by a cold front, and it could provide us with much needed rain by possibly later this month. But certainly not this Tuesday. I think it'll take a little bit longer for that, but you can keep track of it using the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's engineered by Barron Weather. Hopefully you'll download that today. Now, chilly tonight. Warming trend starts Friday, and we've got more 70s early next week. Early next week, we'll be back into the 70s and staying there for a while. So hopefully, maybe that is more agreeable than the chill we've had these last few mornings. Here's the Futurecast overnight tonight. We start from 11 p.m. right till tomorrow morning. Many of us will start in the mid-30s. It's chilly, but not as cold as it was this morning. Some of you waking up in the 20s probably say, I'm done with that. I don't want that in October. By midday tomorrow, we're pretty close to 58 in Knoxville, and we'll finish the day, I think, about 67. I think that's reasonable in the shade. We hit 60 today. That would be like we saw in Memphis today. They were at 67. 66 Crossville, about mid-60s for Morristown. Heading into tomorrow night, mostly clear. We'll fall into the 40s and maybe a few high clouds on game day, as we start in the lower 40s. About 41 is my expectation for the low Saturday morning if you're tailgating early. By midday, there's the 63. Kickoff, Vols, homecoming, Neyland Stadium. Finish the day around 73. Mostly sunny. A pretty pleasant day, I must say, by Saturday with that warming trend taking hold. So for tonight, down to 36, mostly clear, chilly. Some of you may be closer to the lower 30s where you were in the 20s this morning, but the south-southwest winds 3 to 8 may keep us up just a few degrees from where we were. 37 for Newport. I'm expecting closer to 30 for Middlesboro and Jonesville, 34 for Crossville, 35 for Athens. Tomorrow, 67, mostly sunny. It is a bit warmer, not that windy at all. Variable winds, and when it's moving, southwest generally 3 to 8 miles per hour. We had a wind gust today of 26, so I don't think it'll be that gusty tomorrow. Friday, 67. 67 in Newport, 68 Athens, Tellico Plains at 70, about 64 in Oneida, and a pair of 6s for Sevierville. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville and East Tennessee. 73 Saturday, 74 Sunday. Of course, any spots of rain we get on Wednesday now may be limited, but again, a lot of it's like dominoes. You know, like when you were a kid and you lined up all the dominoes and everyone has to fall in place for everything to kind of fall in line? That's kind of the way this 7-day forecast is, waiting for some rain, because what Rosalind does may or may not have any impact here whatsoever. But we can deal with the short term, and that's Wednesday. Probably our best chance for some rain showers, but I don't expect a whole lot at this particular point. And by Thursday of next week, should be around 76 degrees. By the way, you can keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate Weather app. It's free. Just search the words Captain Accurate at the App Store, Google Play. It'll pop up. It'll populate on your phone or iPad, and you can download it today. It is free. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.